Okay. They really 100%, like, Periscope has to make it to the point. Hi, Matthew. Periscope has to make it so, like, if you want to, the camera already. Oh, I did not put my light on. Here we go. Okay. Hi, Corinne. Thank you for inviting followers. Hello. Hi, welcome to everyone popping in. It's been quite a while. Tim, what's going on? Hey, Ro. It has been quite a while. I haven't periscoped in about a minute. And as you can see from the title, it's like, girl, where you been? I got that. Oh God, my music is so loud. So I got the title from a girlfriend of mine. I went to a day party on Sunday, and she's like, okay, so Shamar, what's been going on? Like, where you been? And I want you all to share this with your followers. I'm about to drop some stuff for you all. She called me my sorry, Tim. So here's the deal. I disappeared for quite a while off of all social media. I disappeared from Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. I pretty much have it all. From Periscope, for many different reasons. First of all, I started going through a lot in my personal life. There were a lot of medical issues that started plaguing my family, and I had to be there to take care of them. You know, family is everything. Well, to me at least. I understand that not everyone has, you know, as supportive of a family as I do. But to me, family is everything. So my focus had to be on making sure that my family was taken care of, which took my attention away. But also, you know, and then I started going through family issues at home. Like, the issues just started piling on top of each other. And I'm sure there are plenty of you watching this or that will watch this that think to yourselves, okay, that sounds like me. Like, if it's not one thing, it's another. Like, dang, I'm almost scared to say what else can happen because you don't know what else can happen. And I'm really big on not saying that because the minute, Jamel, hey boo! I'm really excited to see Jamel. She is here in Connecticut. So the only, you know, it gets to the point where it's like, okay, how much more can I take? How much more am I supposed to take? And it just got to the point where I was just like, yo, I'm exhausted. I'm tired. And I was telling my sis Corinne that I remember just being in the kitchen and throwing my hands up and be like, yo, God, I'm going to give everything over to you because I'm going through so much that my own health is starting to be affected. So that's what happened. That's why I had to pull back some. And a lot of times when you are going through that much all at once, you don't want to be bothered with a lot of stuff. And I'm in school for my master's. So I was really like, oh my goodness. And also, when you're going through so much, thank you, Corinne. I came home and took the scissors and did some hair cutting. And then also, when you're going through a lot, crosspaths are beautifully. And then, like, when you're going through when you're going through a lot, sometimes you have to pull back and you have to recharge and you have to get your wits together. You have to gather yourself together and strengthen yourself. And it was time for me to do that. It was time for me, it was time for me to pull back, and it was time for me to get myself together. I got my health scare yesterday, sis. Thanks for this. Okay, so see, God be knowing, like, for real, God be knowing. So that's what I did. I took some time to take care of my family, and then I want to take some time to take care of myself. I want to take some time to really meditate and pray and get close to God, because when you just go, and you let everything pile on, you're going to get exhausted, and you're going to get burnt out. And I know for me, when I get burnt out, it's a wrap. I don't want nobody around me. I can't be around nobody. I get mad over dumb stuff. I be about ready. Yes, we do, Jamel. I'd be right ready to go off over some stupid stuff. The last time I had a really bad breakdown, somebody put milk in the refrigerator and it was a little bit of milk left, and I went in because it was a little bit of milk left. Like, who does that? But I do things like that when I'm really stressed. And once you, God, tell me something I don't know. And once you go through that, and once you say these things, you can't take them back. And when you hurt someone's feelings, it doesn't matter what state you're in. You can say all you want. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I was going through a lot. You've already hurt that person's feelings. So for me, I really want to pull back. So, hi, Tina Turner. I heard that. My music teacher said that to me the other day. He said, you look like Tina Turner. It's the bangs. It's just the bangs in the hair. So that's one reason why I pull back. But also, I want to talk to you all about the other reason. And I was talking to my sister Corinne. Women by Choice has been something that I love being a part of because great, thank you. Because I have met some wonderful women in Women by Choice, and Corinne is one of them. And I was talking to Corinne earlier, and the other thing I mentioned is this. When I started Life's Diary, it really started to take off a little bit. But then I found myself, thank you, but then I found myself really looking at other people too much. You know, you can get inspiration from other people on your life path and how you want to do things. You can gather inspiration from people, but when you start to compare yourself to other people, it becomes a big problem. And I wasn't looking at other people like, oh, she's great, I'm so inspired. I was looking at other people and thinking, hey, I was looking at other people and thinking, oh my goodness, they're doing so much better than I am. They're doing this and I'm not doing this, or they're on this level and I'm not. And it started to frustrate me. And it really started to make me forget about what I was here to do and the purpose that God gave for me and the calling that was on my life. So that's another reason why I had to pull back. My girlfriend said something to me last night, and she said, you know, Steve Jobs was quite the innovator. You never saw him on social media looking at everything else that everyone else is doing and comparing himself. And when you compare yourself, you can't make your own path. Comparison is no good, right? So when you compare yourself, it's really hard to create your own, path when you're too busy comparing yourself. So that was the other thing. I had to pull back because I couldn't keep comparing myself to other people and what they were doing. So, and the second thing is this. Then I started thinking, I'm never going to be where that person is. You're not supposed to be where that person is. You're only supposed to be where you are at the moment that you're supposed to be there. So you have to be easy on yourself. Everyone's path is different. Everyone's journey is different. And just because you're not where so-and-so is, it doesn't mean you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. It just means that you're on your own path. They usually are. So that's what I want to tell you all. I had to pull back because I was too focused on what everyone else was doing. Not even in a whole jealousy kind of way, just in a, dang, like, is this ever going to take off? Is this ever going to be like where I want it to be? And so then I had lunch with a student who was also an alumni. And she says to me, Coach, my cheerleaders always call me Coach. Doesn't matter. What's for you will be for you. Right, Jamel? So she said, Coach, she was like, I need you to, she's like, Coach, I need you to remember something. You have taught so many kids over these past few years. You have, y'all are really out tonight. Good God. You have coached so many kids over these years. You have taught so many kids. You have worked in education for over 15 years, and you have changed lives. And she was like, so you're really about to measure success based on what one part of your life isn't going versus all the other parts of your life that have been amazing. She was like, and you have to look across at me. I was a mess when we met, and you couldn't stand me. I really couldn't. The girl worked my nerves. She's like, but you worked with me, and you mentored me, and you coached me, and now I'm in college. And so she went in on me. I was like, I'm not used to, hold on now, I'm the adult, but she is an adult now. But still, she went in on me, right, Corinne? Like, she went in. She was like, you are successful in your own way. She's like, you have coached so many kids and you have made such a difference. And she's like, I'm going to need you to stop looking at people's social media success and start measuring it against your own. And one thing she said to me that was so real, she said, Coach, you in the streets every day. You in the trenches every day. She's like, I don't know anyone else that will literally go grab the student that everyone else is frustrated with and that has fought and has gotten so much trouble. She's like, you literally go grab those kids and you make a difference. Like the kids that nobody else can affect, you end up affecting. And so when she said that, I was like, dang, the girl was like, she was right. So I say all that to say this to you. You can't look at other people's success and measure that against your own. You really have to look at what you are doing and what you are saying. You know what I mean? And if you find yourself doing that too much, you're going to have to take a step back and really reevaluate what your life is about and what you're doing. And then when you do that, I guarantee that you'll start to see, okay, I've got some good things going on. Bad days don't always equal a bad life. And that's what I wanted to pop on and tell you guys tonight. Bad days don't always equal, the bad days do not equal a bad life unless you want it to be that way. So for me, once I started seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, I had two choices to make. Either I was going to stay a hermit and give up, or I was going to get up and really continue on with what I'm doing. And of course, I chose to get up and continue on. And if you are feeling that way, I really want you to choose to get up, to rise up and walk. I was reading scripture the other day, and one of my favorite phrases is a small phrase called Talitha Kumi, and Jesus said it, and it translates as, "My darling, arise." And I was like, dang, that's small, but it's so deep. So I'm saying to you, if you are down, my darling, arise. Take the time you need, strengthen yourself, get yourself together, but then I'm gonna need you to get up. Like, your girl, I'm gonna need you to get up. I'm so happy, Ro. I'm glad you needed that. That's probably why I'm dealing with a lot of the stuff I'm dealing with up on here, because some people don't want the message to get out, but it's gonna get out regardless. So anywho, I want you all to rise up and walk. Life is full of ups and downs. It really is. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And you also have to remember that life comes in seasons. There's a season for everything. And I had a season where it was peaceful. Your girl was out here partying. I was out here chilling. Like, I was living life. And then things got a little stressful. But what I learned in that stress is I was being elevated and moved. And not only that, but I was getting yet another testimony to give to you all, to give to the next woman coming up, to give to the next girl coming up. Because everything I go through, I'm going to share with y'all all the time. You go, oh, that's my joint. So everything I go through, I'm going to give to you all the time. Why? Because if I'm getting strength, I'm going to want to strengthen the next person. And that's just real. And that's what you always going to get from me. So, that's where I've been. Your girl has been getting herself together. Your girl has been strengthening herself. Your girl has been focusing on her everyday victories. And once I started doing that, the funny thing is I couldn't write for a while either. I could not write to save my life. But the funny thing about it is once I really pulled back and let God have his way, and once I started focusing on how my life was going great and the victories I was having every day out here, I started writing again. Like, it just all started coming back out. So sometimes you just have to refocus, and I had to refocus. And we are back out here. We are doing this whole thing again. I've got some really great things happening. And school starts for me on Tuesday because I teach at a year-round school. Yes, let God have his way. So school starts for me again on Tuesday. And I've been started writing about relationships again because, again, I watch Corinne. Corinne, if you're still on, I need your thoughts on emojis. I watch Corinne and her husband all the time because Corinne and her husband give such wonderful advice for couples. And even like, yes, Corinne, there goes my boo-hoo. Corinne and her husband, follow her. They give such great advice for singles and couples. And I swear they are like getting me pre-gamed for a relationship. So I have been writing on relationships all over again, and it's been going up on the Women by Choice. Yes, they are the truth. And it has been going up on the Women by Choice website. And also, we love you, Corinne. We love you, doll. And also, I've been, talking with women about how to handle, how can I put this? I'm going to offend some people, but I really don't care. I've been talking to women about how to handle things like what's been happening on this here scope tonight. People don't know how to act. Anywho, and not taking it personal, and as a woman, learning how to continue on and move on. So anyway, I hope that you all have enjoyed the scope. I do have to, I think it's like after 8 or so, it's 8:15. I do have some assignments to submit, but I want you to remember something. If you're going through a lot, It's a lot right now, but it will get better. You just have to not give up, and you just have to really keep working and keep pushing. So I hope that this scope has touched someone. Jamel, we have to have lunch very soon. School starts with me on Tuesday. I teach her the year-round school. Like, I like it, but like, I can't turn up on 4th of July. I can't go to my barbecues because I'm gonna need to get up the next day to teach at school. Anywho, I am jamming. You hear my music too? That's J Radio. Just FYI. Yes, and vacation. Oh, I'm glad you were encouraged. And vacation is coming. Jamel needs to take a vacation. Jamel is the most responsible young woman I've ever met in my life. Like I be wanting Jamel to go out and have a really good time and go in. But she's responsible, so hey, it is what it is. So I hope you all have. I'm too young to know the song, but you just. What you trying? Let me say, how you too young to know Michelle? You know Michelle, Tim. You're not too young to not know this. You're not too young. You're not too young. I don't want to hear that because then that's gonna make me find I'm old and I'm not old. But like Tim, you're not too young. Stop that nonsense. So I hope you all have an amazing week. And I miss Uzima. Usually Uzima likes to kind of try and block the guys that are trolling me. Which is, no, he did right. He didn't, Corinne. He know about Michelle. He know. Tell your friend to stop playing. That's what happens when you're, never heard of, Tim, that's what happens when you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, Tim. Like, for real. You say things like that. You need to find you a different team to be a fan of, because you say things like that when you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. So everyone have a good week. I am going to, oh no, she didn't. Oh yes, I did. I will see you football season, and we'll see who becomes the NFC East champs again. I don't think it's going to be the Cowboys. I low-key don't know if it's going to be the Redskins. I don't know that either, but bro. Okay, I'm not mad, bro. Thank you for joining me, guys. You guys are absolutely amazing. I have so much fun scoping with you all. I low-key don't even want to get off sometimes, but you all are so amazing. And Ro, yes, the trolls were out tonight, but I'm gonna be honest with you. That happens to me, like, even when I'm out and about, you know, going to work or whatever. I'm just not really affected. I'm really quite unbothered. So I love you all. Corinne, thank you for popping on. I love you, sis. I love you, Ro. Tim, go getter. I saw you on Corinne Scope as well. Thank you for popping on. Jamel, we'll talk soon. And everyone, have a great night. Consistency is back. Next time, I think I have to give you guys a tour of my new place. I did move into new place that I love. So have a good night, guys, and we'll talk soon.